How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan Battle video for you here. Today we are taking down the Universe-Distorting Justice and Order Infinite Zamas fight. This is the... I don't want to say it's the most difficult, but if you aren't prepared, if you don't plan accordingly, this fight can catch you. This fight can catch you real hard. So we're actually going to do two things in this video. It's going to be a bit of a longer video. We're going to show you how to get the no item run. And then we're going to show you how to get the missions complete, right? So if you want to skip straight to the missions, link will be in the description down below for the timestamp, and you'll be able to find that. So basically, the way this is going to start, to get the missions, you have to get to beat this fight. You have to bring attack lowering characters, right? So you'll notice here we have multiple attack lowering characters, and then we also have the year 7. So the basic strategy is utilize STR Goku and Vegeta, the new Future Saga units, utilize them in slot 1. Once we get to phase 5, there's 5 phases here, right? Once we get to the final phase, right, utilize them in slot 1 while utilizing the year 7s in slot 2, and you'll kind of see how we get there. So for right now, we're going to just focus on putting the year 7s in slot 1, grabbing 1 key sphere, so we can at least get a couple of attack raises out of them. They are the priority in getting attack raises over anyone else, because they we will transform them a little early, which means they will stop stacking, and obviously we don't want, we're going to need more, we're going to need whatever power we can get out of them from that. So you will notice we are playing some 8-bit Dokkan in the back. We got the Tech Vegito theme playing. Shout out to Crackalack for that one. Now I did put I did put this in the background, 1, because it's fun, and 2, they do have copyrighted music playing at the final stage, so we got, we got to be careful. We don't want to get our video copyrighted. All right, okay, so that's down. We get a little bit of attack raise on that Goku and Vegeta there. All right, and there we go. So we got our setup here. So you'll notice a character here, Int Gogeta. I know what you're thinking. Celtic, why are you bringing that 7-year-old unit here? Well, he attack lowers, and with a rainbow key sphere, he can dodge, and so we will get to a point where he will be taking double digits from normals. There is no cap to the amount that this boss can be attack lowered. So literally, we could attack lower him until he hits 0. And then the only thing we'll have to worry about is a super. But I already have a solution for that, and you guys are going to see as soon as we get to that final phase. And you'll know we're at the final phase because Gowasu and Supreme Kai will show up. There we go. Alright, we get an attack stack out of the STR Goku and Vegeta. So they're pretty much going to be our main hitters here for this fight. Wow, that did a lot. They're going to be our main hitters here for this fight. They're not only will they also attack lower on the 12 key, they're stacking eventually when we decide to use Vegito. It's going to be incredibly helpful for dealing big damage towards the end. Alright, so I believe this is the last phase before the... I believe this is the last phase before the final phase. So, let's see here. Okay, so I'm thinking... I'm wondering if we should leave Gogeta on. No, I don't think we should. We probably shouldn't leave Gogeta on. If we leave Gogeta... I was thinking, like, just so we have a safe attack lower in a safe attack lowerer in the next phase, because the first turn of the next phase doesn't hit as hard. So if we can get someone like Gogeta on there, to stack. That should be fine. But it's probably better that we focus on stacking with those that we can, honestly. Okay, no extra super there. But it does mean that Goku and Vegeta can get their attack stack off, so very nice. Yeah, so you'll notice we're also one unit shy of having a full rainbow team here, which would complete one of the missions, mind you. But it's just because there aren't on the Blues teams. There's no good AGL types that can attack lower. I mean, I guess Trunks and Mai could work. The AGL one, maybe? They could work. Oh, wow, that did a little bit of damage there. Yeah, I guess the AGL Trunks and Mai could work for the AGL type here. Alright, we get an additional super. Nice. Actually, having Gogeta attack now is not the best, because we need some stacks on the next rotation too. There we go. Alright, Orange Piccolo attack lowers on his 18 key, so that's going to be very helpful. On top of course, having a giant form in case, for whatever reason, we don't feel that the super attack is in the right place, and you'll see what I mean about that in the next phase. There we go. Okay, perfect setup. So hopefully the gods and the blue boys can get their stacks off. Excellent. Alrighty, so I think with that, the blue boys is gonna get the kill here. Oh, actually, maybe not. Well, what's this additional super gonna do? We might get one extra stack out of the 4s then. Oh yeah, it didn't kill. Surprising. Alright, the gods tank it. No, the blues decided not to dodge. Ooh, a little bit on Orange Piccolo. That's fine. It is over. I didn't even bother Key with him because I thought we were going to kill there. Okay, but you know what? That works out because now he gets to get some build in, which will help later on. Alright, so hooray, I guess. The 4s get one more stack, which actually, you know what? That's actually kind of good. That's going to be really helpful. Because now they'll have, they'll have more attack to manage slot 2 with. Alright, so swap off Int Gogeta. There we go. Let's grab that. Excellent. So I'm assuming the 4s are going to kill here, but if not, I mean, even better, because then STR Goku and Vegeta will get a attack raise, which is always good. Oh, nice. They get an additional super. Okay. Perfect. Okay, this is nice. Alright, and there we go. Blue Goku and Vegeta doing it. Alrighty, and I believe that drives us into the final phase here, and we have a strategy. It's a long strategy, and it takes a while. Yep, so there's Gowasu. Alright, so that tells us we are in the final phase here. So now, let's see. Alright, great attack placement for the first turn here. So, this guy can be attack lowered, and that's really what you want to play up here. So, not only can he be attack lowered, the way his supers are programmed is he is almost always going to super in slot 2. So what we actually want to do here is utilize the gods in slot 2 to attack break the boss, and that's going to help us deal as much damage as possible. So this first turn, he's only dealing 300k for 300k on his normals and 900k on his super. So we can actually live the super with STR Gogeta in the 3rd slot. So we're just going to take that hit. It's not going to kill us. It's going to do like 400k. It's not going to kill us, and then we can take full advantage of getting extra stacks out of the gods, which is going to help us in the long run. There we go. Alright, and then Goku and Vegeta, the more 12 keys out of them we get, the better off things are going to be, because their 12 keys attack lower, and that's going to be really helpful for us. Excellent. Alright, we get an additional super. And there goes the Infinite Zamos super attack. So we should survive. Oh no, it did double digits. Okay, I expected that to do a lot more this turn, but alright. Gogeta proving the haters wrong here. Can't complain about that. Alright. Alright, now Gogeta's attack lowering is actually insanely powerful, and I love having it. He drops the attack stats so much, it makes everything else super easy to manage. Perfect. Alright, so right there. Perfect. Exactly as I expected. So you saw last turn, the super was in slot 2, and you can see here with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, once more that super is in slot 2, and it is always, almost always the first action in slot 2, which means you can cheese it with the gods and the Super Saiyan 4s or any other character that can attack break, like Hit or the Super Boss team with Rose, right? As long as they can attack break, you can basically eliminate the super altogether. So what we're doing here is we are setting it up so we can eliminate the supers, and then all we have to do is survive normals, which with the amount of attack lowering we're doing on this team, it becomes a very, very easy task. So that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna take a while, but I mean, that's pretty much what it is. Excellent. Perfect. Alright, so once... Well, actually, you know, I think we have Int Gogeta on the next rotation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play out the next rotation, and then what we'll do is we'll just pause, and then we'll come back at, you know, when we're on the final couple turns, because there's no need. It's literally just like Festival of Battles. It's like we're just sitting here and clicking and clicking and clicking and surviving normals at this point. So you can see there is one attack there after the gods. That one attack will be the super, and I'm just to show you what I mean about how important the attack lowering is to this fight. You're about to watch Int Gogeta take double digits here. Alright. There we go. We get some more attack lowering out of the 12 key on the blues. It is a shame that we can't get more attack out of our second slot, but I mean, the attack break is hugely important, right? I mean, it's still a good number out of them, to be completely honest. There we go. We get an additional super. And one more. Okay, so I mean, even transformed, and we're losing all that, they're still putting up big numbers. That's awesome. All right. Now watch this. So we get the attack lower. Double digits. Look at that. Double freaking digits out of this guy. Can you believe that? That is insane. All right. So like I said, we're going to pause here and we're going to come back because, I mean, otherwise you're sitting here for another 20 minutes watching me just tap away and slowly whittle down his health. And that's no fun. So we're going to pause the video right here. Alrighty, so we are back. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pop Vegeto's active skill. We literally just ran it through until we stacked this guy up so we can deal a big number here and just whittle down his health, right? As you can see, even that just barely scratched what we did to him, mostly because we didn't get a crit. It would be better. I mean, but even then with the Gogeta here, not a whole lot. Yeah, so we're going to put him in slot 1 here. Yeah, we'll just take the attack lowering, unfortunately. We'll let the gods do their business here. They should be able to handle... I think between the... I think between these guys... Oh, there we go. We get the... We end up getting the super attack. Okay, okay. All right, we're gonna get the 18 key. We get the 12 key for some more attack lowering. Again, like I mentioned, it's literally we've attacked. We can't. He doesn't stop being attack lowered, right? Because he's always raising his attack. You can always lower it and keep him from ever getting too strong. And there we go. So it looks like our gods actually do the trick here. Wow. So, I mean, this whole run actually took me like 30 some odd minutes. And you guys only had to sit through like, 15 minutes of it. Like, that's a huge difference. So, there we go. We managed to beat him. And then Zeno still shows up. So, that is how you get the no item run for this fight. It's not too terrible. It's a bit of a pain. But, it's very easy to strategize around. He will always attack first action in slot 2. The very rare times when he doesn't, right, it's going to be so very little that you're more like you're more able to rely on it, so much so that we can bring someone like Int Gogeta here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to transition over and I'm going to show you how to do both the Future Saga and the All Types mission all in one. But this is our no item run. If you want to go for a no item run yourself, let us know in the comments what team you use. So let's go ahead, let's pull over to our All Types run. Alrighty, so we've loaded up our all types run here. So here we have Future Saga, full future team here. We've brought the Blue Boys, we've brought the STR Goku and Vegeta, we've brought the Int Mai, right? So we have a full rainbow team here on this setup here, and that is strictly so we can end up getting, and that is strictly so we can focus on getting the all types mission. And you're going to see here, like, so I'm going to use the item. So I'm going to also show you how to use the item with this portion of it, because obviously that's going to be very, very helpful for completing this. I legitimately don't believe well, maybe it can with the Rose, but the Future Saga mission is going to be really hard to do without using the Zeno item. So typically when you get to, so instead of just dragging it out like we did in the first run there, typically what you would want to do is in the once we get to the final phase, you pop the Zeno item, and we're going to show you that here. Alrighty, so we have a couple weak members of the team, like Trunks here, for example, not going to be the greatest against the AoEs, even early on, so we do have to be careful of that. But I mean, before it becomes an actual problem, right? We will be utilizing an item to get to say to to finish the fight, and you'll see what I mean here. But we're just powering through this, right? No rush. We're letting the STR Blue Boys do most of the heavy lifting here. All right, we're getting some extra stacks in on the Vegito here. Nice. All right, and then now the STR Blue Boys get their super, getting their attack raise. I mean, it doesn't actually, the attack raises honestly don't even really matter here for utilizing the strategy that we're using. So there we go. Oof. Okay, yeah, like I told you, it's going to take a little bit on the AoEs. No, not exactly kind of what we expected. But we did finish off here, so now we can continue on. Alright, now we have a transformation with Tech Vegito. Maybe we could have floated him once more, and then we could have had a free turn. In fact, actually, I would probably recommend that. You know, if you get him turn 2, float him, and so he'll show up on turn 6 when you're in the final phase, and then he'll have a free turn there. There we go. Well, so we'll just grab that. So this is the final phase before the last phase where things actually matter. Excellent. Alrighty. Oh, wait, whoop. I hate when my phone does. Ever since this most recent Apple update, the slightest touch does that. Ay. Okay. There we go. Getting a... We just gotta power through this phase, really. So here comes the AoE. We get the dodge. We get the dodge. Ooh, my didn't dodge for us. Okay. Shame. Okay, but hopefully she... There we go. She does get that dodge, so we're good there. All right, and then we have SCR Future Gohan here as well. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and, just in case we don't heal, let's go ahead and pop the Vegito. We'll save his active, though, just in case we need it. There we go. Alright, so... Yeah, we should be able to finish here between the two. There we go, we get... Did we get... We got all 5 supers. Excellent. I was hoping for the last one there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, STR Goku and... Well, will they? Will they? I mean, at the rate we're going, I mean, we're not actually doing a whole lot of damage here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to have one more turn, I guess. Oh, no. Okay, we get the 3rd super. Okay, so we do take him out. Okay. But that actually does mean we're in a weird position for this final turn here. Alrighty. Okay, so we are in the final phase here. We're going to go ahead and pop the Zeno item. So basically the way this works is you get to the final phase. So you can see the little shimmer there in the upper left-hand corner. we now just have to survive, right? With the Zeno button here, we know he's going to super slot 2. Now, here, as I mentioned, the first turn, it's only a 900k super. So that's, I mean, that's nothing. That's minimal, which means everybody on this rotation can live it and be safe, especially with Goku giving extra defense on super, which is why we're putting him first. Everybody should be able to live this AoE here, and then the turn is over. The fight is over. As long as we can live the turn, the fight is over. There we go. All right, Trunks, give us some extras there. Just to be on the safe side. Nope. Yeah, so, I mean, if you didn't notice the last time, like, this turn, you can't do any damage to him. So, you gotta, you gotta just survive. And so, with the Zeno item, as long as you can survive, it's over at the end of the turn. Alright, here comes we get the dodge, we tank, perfect, and we do tank, perfect. Okay, no challenge there. I mean, for the Future Saga, I think Rose's team might be able to get the no item. There's a lot of risk there, but there is also a lot of attack lowers, especially now with Fusions and losses CZA. You probably could get away with the no item with Rose's team, but with the Super Class variant of Future Saga, no way are you doing it. Yeah, there we go. See, now Zeno shows up and finishes the fight for us, and you'll see that we get the clear for all types and Future Saga. Oh, working a little slow there. So, guys, there you have it. There we go. See, we get our commission clear. All right, there you have it, folks. That is Future Saga and the All Types mission done in one go. If you guys liked this video and if you guys liked the no item run in the beginning, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know how did you get the clear for both of the All Types and the Future Saga mission, and did you attempt the no item run? Let us know how it went in the comments down below. What team did you use? Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.